का इशू है ना, बाकी उसका तो नहीं है, फोटो का।
फोटो का इशू है, वीडियो का नहीं है। फोटो जो होती है ना वो होती है ना, जो रेजोल्यूशन मैंने वीडियो का बताया था ना, वही सेम फोटो का भी होना चाहिए।
अच्छा अच्छा।
ठीक है, स्टॉप कर दो प्रेजेंटिंग एंड ऐड, स्टार्ट एडिंग पीपल।
इसमें 5 मिनट चेक कर रही हूँ, 5 मिनट से।
नहीं, इफ एनीवन इज कमिंग अलाउ देम, अब तो मतलब टाइम इज, इट्स ऑलमोस्ट टाइम।
everyone. How you are excited for this session? Let us know in the chat from where you are. I can't see anyone message. You all guys are not excited for the session. Let us know in the chat. Hey, awesome. Here are so many folks from different cities. Really excited to meet you all. So, hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your winters. So, I did like to welcome you all in the second workshop of SheBuilds Hack, and hope you all are know as well. Like it's a gender focused and diversity focused hackathon, and we packed up with awesome swags, networking opportunity, and prize worth of about $2,000, and some unforgettable experience as well. So, hope you all are excited. Now, Bhavya can take it.
Yeah, so hey everyone, welcome folks. So as Bhavna already introduced about She Build, so yeah, this session is all about winning tips for the hackathon. So it's like if you have any idea or you want to try some Web3 application, you want to try some hardware thing, so or something you even we even have thought of. So yeah, you can create it at She Build. So today we have Ayush and Himantika. They both are going to share some tips on like how to win a hackathon. So which is really important for you, not just for She Build, but from the perspective of every hackathon. So yeah. So Himantika, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, definitely. Firstly, thank you for inviting me to speak here. I'm really honored. And also to everybody who is here or watching us live, I welcome you all. And also a big thank you for taking out time during the holidays, especially, and attending this session. I really hope that you have a great time hacking and learning new technologies. So, yes, thank you, Ayush, for sharing your screen and pulling up the slide for me. As you can see, that's me. And yes, I am a developer advocate or typically in the dev relationship team at Appwrite. And my day-to-day role, as you know, it includes a lot of community work. And not on, but I would say that I have been involved in communities even before it was my full-time job. So I basically turned my passion into a job. And before Appwrite, I used to work at Microsoft in the support team of Outlook and Exchange. And yes, that's in a nutshell about me. If you would want to know more, or if you would love to have help regarding career, or maybe if you're looking for a change or to learn how to get into communities or developer advocacy or dev relationship, you can hit me up on Twitter, and that what you can see on the screen at that Haimantika M is my Twitter handle. So that's where you can reach me out. My DMs are always open. Yes, over to you, Ayush.
Ayush, I guess you're muted.
Thank you so much. I think we are still not
Happens.
over the remote thing. So hey everyone, I am Ayush. I am developer relations at Solana Foundation. I was a full stack MERN stack builder for at least 2 years in a really small startup. Doesn't really care. I've won around 15 hackathons in my whole journey, in my student journey, and there are so many tips like I have accumulated so far that we started winning each and every hackathon that I go to. So here are some tips by me and Haimantika. Uh, Haimantika has also won some great hackathons, and we'll be sharing that. We will be sharing those one by one. Um Over to you, Haimantika.
Yes. So for all of you who are here in the call or also those who are watching us live, this is going to be an interactive session, which means that Ayush and I will be talking about the experiences, the problems that hackers face, and we as hackers have faced as well. And I'm sure that these are the problems that are everlasting, and even if there are solutions to it, new problems come up. So as we talk about the limitations or the problems that we face, please feel free to hit us up with the problems that you are facing right now, and maybe together we can cope this up and make you have a great hackathon experience. So the first one, as you can see, it says that there are no winning formulas. So maybe you can write on your on the chat or in the message box that how many of you think that you are going to participate in a hackathon only to win a prize or some swags, or it's for you, it's either win it or it's losing it and never participating again and getting disheartened. Maybe put those up in the chat, and while Ayush says what his experience has been and how he has dealt with it.
I don't think I again will tell there are so many tips I can share, but there are no, like, even after following all those, there's no exact formula like maths. Like, it's not gonna end up you winning. It can increase your chances, but everything's probability. And like, we should not get more disheartened because there are more things to win except for the prize. And yeah, prize is just a bonus. Over to you.
Correct. Yes, and also I would say that while you are in a hackathon and you are building a project, so use this as an opportunity to learn a new stack, to add a skill set. So whenever you are applying to a job or to an opportunity or to any when you're telling people that okay, this is the skill set that I have in my bag, this can just be an addition to it. Plus, at the end of the hackathon, when you have a project, you'll see that if you, especially if you are in college and you are doing an undergraduate degree, possibly engineering degree, after the end of 4 years, if you have participated in at least 2 or 3 hackathons, you'll be having 2 or 3 great projects. So that will act as a proof of work of your skills, and people, so when you reach out to the recruiters with your CV, and when they see that okay, this person has built it, and since you are the one building it, it will be a testimony to your skills. So yes, use this as an opportunity to learn and also as an opportunity to hone your skills. So just don't participate, as Ayush said, just don't participate for the sake of winning it or for the sake of swags. So yes, that's all that I had to share about this part.
So, of course, summing up, it's not about winning. Second point, if you don't have a team, try to build a team with like everyone you find. Try to build a team which is diverse of skills. Try to build front end team. Try to get someone from front end, someone from back end. Try to get different skill sets. Also prioritize on writing, right? Also prioritize on presentation. Also prioritize on a recording and how will you show up your demo that you have built, right? So prioritize on those ends as well. Try to create a team which is very diverse on skill sets. Like you can have a designer as well in your team, and like, yeah, you should have different type of people who can help you with your project. Anything you want to add, Haimantika?
Yes. So what I summed up, basically build a team that has diverse skill sets, and this is very important. I would say this has been a winning formula for many teams or many hackathon participants. So when you see that a team size is of 4 people, make, and you plan to build maybe an application, a full stack application. So with among these 4 people, one can be a designer who will help you with the designing of the website, then the other can be a front-end engineer, another can be a back-end engineer, and the 4th person can be somebody who is great at non-technical skills like presenting, or just pitching your idea that you have. So when you do this, or when you have a team that has skills in all of these 4 realms, or the realms that you feel are important for your project or hackathon, you'll see that as a team you feel very confident. So yes, the first good step is to have a team. And I would also say that there has been instances where I participate alone and there was no team. So that wouldn't come in just one go. Maybe as you participate in more hackathons and you develop the confidence of, yes, I can pull up a project all by myself, only then I think you can participate in hackathons that are run by you, and you are the single man army for your entire, or you are your own team. So yes,
Yeah.
this is something that I don't suggest to do as a beginner, but maybe after you have participated in few hackathons, you can be your own team. So yes, that's what I had to add about having a team.
It's also like worth noting that you can hackathons are a great opportunity to make build new friendships and like join to discords, join like tweet about you are going to participate in a hackathon, and if some people are ready to join you in the like this pursuit, so that will be also great. These are like very good opportunities to make long lasting friendships. You will have like-minded people.
Definitely.
Over to you, Himantika.
Yes, so presentation matters, and this is something that is true for hackathons, but also very true for job opportunities. I'll try to relate with this both because I think we have been in similar boats where we have tried to build a project, win a hackathon, and also apply to various job opportunities or internship opportunities. So presentation in general or being able to express the solution that you have built or the skills that you have becomes very important, and I would say that this is a good to have skill in general. So when it comes to the presentation in hackathons, especially for some hackathon like this one, like it's an online hackathon and you need to submit your projects to DevPost or DevFolio or to other hackathon platforms, then you do not have an opportunity to get on a call and explain to your judges or to your mentors that okay, this is what I am building. So there's no face-to-face interaction, which is very different in offline hackathons, because judges and mentors will be there right with you. They'll see you hacking, they'll know what you're doing, and they can see your facial expressions, they can see what you're trying to convey. But when it comes to online hackathons like this one, that is where your presentation, all the details that you're putting in on your slide matters a lot. Let's say I am building an e-commerce website. I think this is one of the most favorite submissions that we see in all hackathons, an e-commerce website. And after COVID, it was some COVID tracking tool or a website showing the data. So when you're building that and you have added maybe a feature where you can track your order, where you can see where the order is right now, or add options to our cart. And what a good to have thing is, you can use tools like Loom, or you can even use OBS, which is an open source software, to basically record your screen and tell people or put it in your submission that this is what our project is. So even after having a slide, this is an addition that you can have maybe at the last slide, so that people get to know, okay, this is what they built. And there might be chances where you couldn't finish the project on time and you couldn't host it. It's on local host. So there are chances that the judges wouldn't have the time to run it on their local host, set it all up and do it. So when you have a video like this, it is where it helps you a lot. So yes, that's all I wanted to add. Ayush, is there anything that you want to add?
No, I think you summed up all the points. Yeah, like please build a demo, like build a demo and like show in the video how your project works and how it, like even if it's on localhost, how is it working on localhost, and like that makes very much sense.
Exactly.
One of the questions that we get, okay, I imagine the idea, it's very huge. Like, how can I ever complete it? It's like too many things, too many moving parts around, and like, how will I ever complete it? Himatika, you want to start
Sure.
on this?
So I'll just start with one point, and this is a mistake that we made, but we learned. When I say we, it's basically me and Ayush, and I'm sure that a lot of us who have
Mhm.
participated in hackathons before have made the same mistake. What we used to do is, whenever we saw that there's an hackathon coming up and these are the tracks that is participating, we saw a track and we thought, okay, this is what I'm trying to build, and we would get directly to hacking. But this is not the right approach, because we found that at the end of a 36-hour hackathon, our project is not complete. We're all over the place. There are bits and pieces, and we don't have a complete solution. So the first good step for such things is, when you see the tracks are out and when you have a team, have at least one or maybe two calls if you have time with the entire team, which is basically a brainstorming session, and have a Figma board in front of you, or a Miro board, or any other tool that you are comfortable in, and have notes about what you're trying to build, or basically build the wireframe. So when you do that, it becomes very helpful for everybody in the team to know what is happening, so they can see the visual picture of what is being planned. And when you do that, you'll have a complete picture of what you are supposed to do at the end of 36 hours, or the number of hours the hackathon is running. And when you do that, you see that, okay, these are the parts that we need in our hackathon or in our solution. And depending on that, you can divide the roles or the skills in your team members, and each one of you can take a part up, and you'll see that at the end of the hackathon, you'll definitely have something that is closer to the solution, if not the entire solution, closer to the solution that you thought of. So yes, noting down, having an organized workflow is my first step towards the completion or near to completion method.
I would
What do you think,
say,
Ayush?
yeah, like what we used to do is we used to take around 2 hours. So I'm from an era where we used to have offline hackathons a lot,
Yeah.
and we used to sit at least for 2 hours, 3 hours, just to like very focused on that idea that we are going to build this very specifically, and what components are we going to build this in, like how many APIs do we have to build in backend, how many pages do we have to build in front end, what will be the color scheme look like, what will be the website like it will look like, what are the functional components that we will be demoing, right? So you should be ready with a proof of concept and use literally very simple things. Try to replace it with all the no code tools that you know. If you don't have a front end person, you can use front end tools or like no code tools like Bubble or something like that to make a website or WordPress. If you are really good in backend, you should try to code backend. If you don't know much backend, you should use uh, Appwrite or something like that to like have a flexibility on it. Um, yeah, look for all the existing things, all the existing APIs. You don't need to like code machine learning from scratch. You can already use ChatGPT or those kind of APIs if you have. Don't try to reinvent the wheel if it's not necessary. And yeah, you don't need any revolutionary rocket science idea. You can literally have any simplest idea. You just need to find the niche and solve that problem. Be focused on what you're trying to solve and what you are like going to demo in your presentation.
Yes, that sums it all up.
Yeah. Uh, Next up is you, Himantika.
Yes. So when we talk about having a unique idea, so this came up as there's a story to tell behind this particular sentence, that when you say that a unique or a challenging ideas can be your first big hit. So this story is from the first hackathon that I participated in. It was Smart India Hackathon. So we were building a project that was under Ministry of Power, and we won it. So what happened, because after a few months, when the prize money and winners and everything was decided, we got an email from the Ministry of Power saying that there are three opportunities that we can do. The first one being, the government will fund us and help us build a startup of our own. If and the project that we built was an IoT project, basically an amalgamation of software and hardware both. So either the government will help us fund and make that a startup, or what we can do is we can be an intern, because that time we were still in college, and work with the Ministry of Power to build the solution for them. And the other thing, this was not offered to us, but this is a possibility that can happen to you, and can be offered by other companies, that they offer you a chunk of amount or money, or maybe is a era of equity and other type of currencies, so they can offer you some other benefits, and they'll say that, okay, we really like your idea, and using your idea we want to implement it, so we will be offering you some reward, and on behalf of on after we transfer the reward to you, this is, we want your idea in as we want to use your idea. So basically there are, and this is just one hackathon that gave us with so many opportunities. And I'm sure that even Ayush has a similar opportunity or
Yeah.
an experience that he wants to talk about.
There was a hackathon that I participated. It was Capgemini, like national level hackathon by Capgemini, and it's a services startup, right? And they gave us some problem statements to solve. I saw that they were ready to hire me on spot. They were ready to like make that project and like share it to other clients that they had. And it was a really great opportunity. I was just in third year, so I did not join the company. And again, uh, I had a knack that I want to join a startup. But there are a lot of opportunities if you try to uh, build something in hackathon which is very unique, or if you are solving that challenge very in a very great way. Let's say if you want to build e-commerce, you can build a chatbot that can sell you products, right? As a inside the chat, right? And that could be something challenging, right? It might not be unique, but it might be challenging. So there are so many things that you can build, and it can bring you a lot of opportunities. Maybe if some startup is like trying to solve the same thing, they'll try to like hire you. And there are so many hackathons that like people literally want to like hire you on the spot for building those unique things. And there's no specific thing like you will have to win for that. It's just people recognize, judges recognize that this was really challenging, this was really unique. So that's what like you should do as well.
Ayush, do you also want to break the surprise and talk about what special Solana has to offer?
Yeah,
Since
I think
you also have a track. Yeah.
we have a slide on the 8th, I think
Oh,
so.
okay. That's a surprise for the end. Great.
Yeah.
Great. Then I think we can move to the next one.
Yep. What do you think about this?
I would let you take the lead for this one
Yeah.
because
What?
your experience in the number of hackathons that you talked about, I'm sure that you can definitely help us with
Yeah.
more.
So what happened is, like how Haimantika mentioned, I started going to hackathons. I saw my team was falling apart one by one. Like sometimes backend engineer goes away, sometimes front-end engineer go away, and I'll have to do the entire work again and again. So I went to so many hackathons that I learned everything: how to build presentations, how to like present it, how to do backend, how to do front end. I learned all those skills. What I did was then I started inviting juniors into my team. I knew they might not be able to contribute the way I want them to, but I just started them inviting just because they would provide you a different perspective, different ideas, fresh ideas, plus they will be also learning about hackathon. They might be joining the that might be this might be the first time they're joining hackathons. This might be the first time they're building something. So just invite the juniors, invite your like yeah junior friends, and like try to make it a culture. Try to tell people that hey, hackathons are very cool stuff, and like people can join and literally build a lot of opportunities. This creates a good culture in your university or where you are studying as well. Plus it also, in my case, I had very low attendance because I used to go in hackathons always, but when they saw that I am winning and all the other juniors are also winning with me, the college started supporting. College, when they see this culture, they start supporting everyone. So try to build this culture in your university if you can. Like if you start going in hackathon alone, you can like invite your juniors as well. Do you
So,
think you want?
yes, Ayush, just to add to what you said, what Ayush just explained is basically the community spirit that we should all abide by. So when you see somebody who is eager to learn and you just need to pass the baton to them, you have done your part, you have learned. There was somebody who led you to this. Maybe you saw some inspiration in somebody who can be in a different country, in a different continent, or in the same country or in the same college. And that person is the reason why you joined a community. We all have some inspiration or idol to look up to. Even I had. And why don't, since it is because of somebody that you got introduced to community, why don't you be the somebody to others or to your juniors or to your peers? So yes, basically it's all that the community is about: helping others, bringing others, and having somebody to learn or to pass the baton to. So like Ayush mentioned, that invest in helping yourself plus others as well, and just make it a culture. So this can be the first hackathon that you're participating, and if you love it, you'll participate in more hackathons, and then eventually when you have enough skills or experience, just invite few more juniors or other people who are interested to learn, and that's how you make, a team of hackers or a community of your own. Yes, that's pretty much it.
Yep. Um, I'll start with this. Sorry, Haimantika.
No,
Your
definitely
project
go
can
ahead.
have your project can have real impact. So I've seen a lot of unique ideas that I tried to build have the potential to become a startup. And there are like, if you try to join a lot of hackathons, you will be getting very unique, very niche ideas that can be a really good business opportunity. When you start getting that, if you get this in this hackathon, your project can have a real impact. Try to find investors, VCs, or like companies who are in that industry. If you are building on Solana, we have something called Super Team, which can help you with grants. If you want to build a startup, you can. I'm just dropping the link in chat. It's superteam.fund/Instagrams. So you can fill up this form whenever you have an idea, whenever you are correct that this could have a business perspective with respect to Solana or Web3. You can get instant grants, you can build your own project, and you can like start away from it. Himantika, do you have something to share? Himantika, you there?
Sorry, I was on mute. Typical, typical COVID thing that
Yeah.
never went. So yes, what Ayush just said, this is just an example where you can turn your hackathon ideas into $1 million business. And this is not the first time that we are hearing about it. There has
Yeah.
been other instances and other companies that were basically built out of a hackathon and turned into a business. And I was just mentioned about Solana, so I'll just give a plug about Appwrite, but we don't fund startups yet. So what you can do is Appwrite. I'm not sure if you have heard about it, but it's basically a backend as a service. So if you're building a backend or if you are building a full stack application, the backend can be built on Appwrite. And we also have a session where we'll be walking you through how to do that. But it's an open source project, so if you feel that there is something that you want to contribute to, it's there all on GitHub. You can just go and raise an issue. Or we also have a thing called the Appwrite Oasis Fund, which is basically we are funding open source projects, and the entire fund amount that we have is of $50,000, and we are funding 20 projects for this year. So far, we have funded around 11 projects. So that can be an opportunity for you as well. If you have an if you are participating in the hackathon and you have a great idea and you're building an open source project, and if if you think that you want to build more with it and help the community more, you can just raise funds either as a business, or you can raise funds as an individual open source maintainer, and Appwrite is there to fund you. So yes, that's all I wanted to say. Make best
That's
use
so
of
cool,
your
Himantika.
hackathon. Yes, be it
Yeah.
a business, be it a project, be it a project that can help you get a job, or a proof of work, or a testimony to your skills. Just make use of the best use of the hackathon that you're participating in.
Yeah. One of the most winning idea that I've seen is mostly like it increases your chances if you are integrating your sponsors. The people who sponsor the hackathon like try to find an idea that also wraps around these sponsors or all the price tracks that they have. So like Appwrite, I'll talk about Solana. So Heymantika can talk about Appwrite. There are a lot of things that we can build on both of these things. Uh, if you try to build on Solana, I'm there always ready to help. I'll share the Twitter handles at the last as well. Um, yeah, we have a different price track with respect to Solana, and there are different winning prizes, $500 to $50 and $100. So there are three prizes with respect to Solana track. So try to integrate sponsor tracks. Try to get the documentation with respect to it. Let's say if you donate crypto on a website, let's say if you want to make a buy me a coffee or something like that in crypto fashion, or if you have any other ideas you want to build, there are separate price tracks which can guarantee you win. Uh, if you build on sponsor tracks rather than having a general idea, it might not fit into the winning one. But I think sponsor ideas can definitely can find a niche and win. What about you, Haimantika? What do you think?
Definitely. So even Appwrite has a track, and like I mentioned, that it is there to help you with the backend. If you want some examples, what I'll do is we are running this series called Appwrite Community Spotlight, and it basically showcases all the different projects that are built with Appwrite and are all running in production. So that will give you an idea. And apart from the swags and the gift prizes that we have, you'll also have an opportunity to highlight your project in community spotlight. So yes, that's an opportunity as well. And if you have any questions about Appwrite, you can always reach out to us on our Discord channel, and I'll share the link in just a few minutes. And I see that Kamal has a question for you, Ayush. Kamal,
Yeah,
I think you can go ahead.
Yep, thank you. Hey Ayush.
yeah,
So I had a question about this Solana track. Like
yeah.
on Defolio in the sponsors track, nothing is mentioned clearly about the eligibility for the Solana track. So can you tell me like what we can do to ensure that we are in the sponsor track of Solana?
You have to integrate Solana in any way. Uh, your idea should have Solana. It might be just a Web3 JS. Like you can use Web3 JS as a client to build something, or you can make a smart contract. So these are like you can just build a client as well. There are different ways. I have dropped a link with respect to ideas, build.superteam.fun. It has a lot of ideas. If you can build that, that will be really great. Plus, you can get some funding opportunities as well. If you find that those ideas are very complex, uh, the only way to find a very niche, you can say, project that will definitely win is just to integrate Solana. Like integrate Solana in any way. Second thing is, um, I have a document that I will share. I'll get it shared by Bhavna in your own Discord or like all the communications that we have, so that I can share you the exact guidelines on how we select the projects. All right.
Okay, so is integrating wallet necessary? Solana wallet, Phantom.
Yeah, like that's the, you can say, if you are doing something on client side, you should be integrating wallet, Phantom wallet or something like that. Any Solana wallet, not just Phantom. Or if you try to check about Solana wallet adapter, it has support for all the wallet that you want for Solana. So yeah, I'm
Mm,
always there to help on Twitter, and maybe I'll join the Discord if you have for
mm.
the,
Yep, yep. Nice. Your DMs are always open.
yeah, always ready to help.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Thanks for answering.
Yeah. Hemantika, do you have something to add?
I think we are good. We have pretty much summed up everything that we wanted to share.
That's great. Last thing,
Yeah.
Hemantika. I think Hemantika added this point.
Yes, so while we talked about all the serious things that you can do in a hackathon, and while Ayush and I were brainstorming on this, this particular deck, we were thinking that we forgot the important reason why we used to participate in hackathon, and that was just to have fun. For us, when we were in college, just going to hackathons and meeting different people, having, making friends, and I love to admit that most of the friends that I have are all from the community, whom I couldn't meet for almost 2 years, but I met them now. So this is your opportunity to have fun and enjoy while you can. And while you're having fun, you'll see at the end of 2 or 3 days, or few hours, you'll also have a project, and you'll not only just projects, but you'll also have friends. So there are many takeaways, except the serious part of hackathon.
Yeah. We had basically we had offline. I want to like I have been to offline hackathons, and there were ping pong tables, there were food and drinks that we used to enjoy. You can do the same things but online. You can try to find 1 hour to play chess with your team or to
Yes,
play something online with your team. You can eat food together online, right? So you can do those things as well. Try to have fun with the friends. It should not break your team. It should like bond yourself more so that you can
yeah,
maybe go on different hackathons or maybe like yeah, enjoy, just have fun. It's not about always about money, it's also about having fun. It's also about the journey that you're going through.
definitely. Like Kamal mentioned, that you can have friends from all over the country, definitely. And if you're participating in hackathons that are global in nature, you'll
Yeah.
not just limit yourself to the country, you'll have friends all over the world. So yeah, that's a great addition as well.
Also,
Yeah, and
some
that
other ways you can have fun in an online hackathon is by joining all the fun activities that we have lined up for you. For example, we will have Hacky Hangout Chatter where you can just, share your ideas with everyone. Just, a short just introduction about yourself, where you belong to. And, these small, small things can make some serious connections. And yes, you can have friends from all over the country. Yeah.
Definitely. So Kanak brought up a very good point. And this is hackathons and community meetups. These are your networking opportunities as well. So while he mentioned about the introduction part, so while you're introducing yourself, give your LinkedIn, Twitter, or even Mastodon. I think that is going very famous now. So just share the social links where you are active and make friends. And maybe after a few years, like when I made friends, all my friends were in college, but now that I see all of them are in a good company, doing a nice job. So when you say, when I am asked to do something that, or I am asked to help, I know people in some companies because yes, they are my friends. They're there. So you end up expanding your network, and through them you meet their colleagues. So it just keeps on adding and multiplying. And hackathons are the best place to just make your network. And like the famous saying goes, your net worth is your network. Sorry, I just said the reverse one. Your network is your net worth. And yes, it's a popular saying, but it's very true.
have fun.
Yes.
Right. Any
And
questions?
Yeah, exactly.
Any questions?
Yeah,
Any one of you?
hackathons are about fun.
Yeah.
so now the floor is to all of you, open to all of you. If you have any questions related to hackathons or maybe in communities in general as well, we can pick up some of those. You are free to
Hmm.
ask us, unmute yourself, or drop a message, anything that you prefer.
Yeah, folks. So this is your chance to ask your questions and do participate in hackathons. So yeah, they are amazing folks. Like they also won over 10 to 12 hackathons. So it's very good if you have any questions. So just you can ask in chat box as well. You can unmute your mic and ask.
Also, if any one of you would like to share your crazy hackathon journeys, we are all ears for that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
We see a question on if this deck will be sent to the participants. So maybe Bhavna and the
Yeah.
organizing team here can respond.
Maybe I'll share the link in the chat as soon as we go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll attach a link to the Discord after that.
Yeah, great. All right, going in five,
Yeah.
4, 3,
What is this
2.
We
counting
have a
for?
question.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, we you have a question. Yeah.
So
I
what
cannot.
would
Sorry.
I'm reading it. So it says that what would be the one thing you will suggest to first-time hackathon participants like me? I think the first thing that we'll suggest is the last thing that we covered, and like Ayush says,
Have
that
fun.
have fun. And also for the first timers, I would say use this as a learning journey. If an idea can come up to you, or you can ask in the Discord channels or any community not only just the one where you're participating. If you have other communities that you're a part of, you can just ask people that, or you can even make a post on Twitter that, hey, I'm participating in a hackathon and these are the tracks that we have, can you share some ideas? So somebody will help you with that idea part if you cannot come up on yourself. And when you do that, just look for ideas, or if you are not alone and if there are team members, just look for ideas and ways on how you can implement that idea. Once you have the process and the steps, you need to look for what are the ways to build it, and you need to see if there are skills that you possess to build the same. If you don't, like Ayush mentioned, there are APIs, there are low or no code tools. You can just, there's an alternative to everything that you want. Look for those alternatives, and I believe that in such scenarios, the most important skill that you need is Googling or any other browser that you are comfortable in. So once you know how to search in the internet what are the things that you need, you'll see that at the end of after few hours, maybe even 2 or 3 hours, you'll have an idea, you'll know what are the processes, you'll see that you have something on the table, and from there you can take it forward. Don't expect that your first hackathon will be the first, the perfect one, because that doesn't happen. There are chances that the first Hello World program that you wrote didn't run because you missed a semicolon or something. It happened with me. My first program didn't run. But this is how you learn. And even if you build a proof of concept, even maybe if you designed something instead of building the application,
And
I would say that's
perfectionism is
a
a myth. Sorry,
exactly.
there's some
I
internet problems from my end.
Yeah, that's not a problem at all. So, like I was mentioning that even if you have the design and not the entire project built, I would say that's a very good first step as a first-time hacker.
Yeah, like try to get a POC ready, and like you will definitely learn. I did not, so I won by accident in the first hackathon. The first hackathon I tried, I won. And there are the 3, 4 more hackathons where I failed, right? Then I got to know, okay, this is how the things are working. This is how we have to build the project, right? So that's how we also started, just by Googling, hey, how to make this thing work, how to make this thing work, how to like switch off the fans, LEDs with our hardware. So we also started by Google, like searching, right? Searching on web. So like try to keep searching, and yeah, try to make that project streamlined. Have have the things like listed that I have to build this thing, then I have to connect with this or something like that. So like try to make your own path. I think there will be mentors so they can guide you in this hackathon. If there are none, like you can always reach me on Discord, on Twitter.
Yeah, another question that I have got from the stream, like I'm from the college where the people are not into the hackathon and other stream. So how I can find people who is really interested like me to participate in hackathons and all? Any suggestion on it?
Message in Discord.
Yeah, and just on the Discord of SheBuilds Tech, like I mentioned, that there might be other Discord channels that you are a part of. Like, I'll give an example of Appwrite, since our Discord community is very active. You can just go to Appwrite and say, "Hey, I'm participating in this hackathon, and does anybody want to team up with me?" There are very high chances that you'll get someone. And if you are not a Discord person, you must be, active on some other social media. It can be Twitter or it can be LinkedIn. You can put up a post there, and somebody will reach out to you, or somebody will be interested in this. If not, maybe you can ask the organizers if they have somebody who is looking for a team, and they can also help you team up. So yes, there are plenty of other options.
With respect to offline thing, like try to join a offline hackathon and you will find people. This is online one, so you have to reach every way online, everywhere online.
Yeah, exactly. These are some of the awesome tips given by you two. So yeah, any more question, folks? So you can ask by unmuting yourself or write in the chat.
I guess Kamal has a story to share. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep, and do you guys have some time?
Definitely,
Yep,
we are all
you
ears.
can have 5 minutes.
Yep. So, so this is the best story of 2022. Yeah, the year is right. So actually, this was my first time participating in an ETH Global Hackathon. So actually, ETH Global, like it is a community that conduct these ETH events. So they are all blockchain events. So actually, I got the confirmation in October ending that I am selected for the ETH India event. It was nonetheless the biggest hackathon, uh, the ETH global team. So what happened was, the first thing, as many of the people are saying here, that was that how do I find team members for the team? As I was new to the hackathon, and none of my college mates were participating in this hackathon. Actually, moreover, it was a selection round kind of thing. So yep. So I didn't know how to get the teammates for the hackathon. So fortunately, I just texted in the Discord channel of the team formation, and I got some 4 or 5 people interested. So then some days, since we belong to a different time zones, so this is the common thing in these hackathons, that all of you all of you are from different time zones. So some messaging problem could be there, but we got over it, and I got a mate from Kolkata, and then we were deciding that what to build and what to build. So we had some ideas, like 2 3 ideas. So actually, what we wanted some team members, but since we were not sure about these people, like some were software engineers, and so we were not sure like whom to take and whom not to. Means we got some ideas, and like we started building on it. Okay, so it was there's a protocol called Lens protocol, which is used for building social media. So we started building on it. So the fun part is that we started building on these things, and then we got some team members, and one of them was a software engineer from New York. So this is like cool thing that you get to know people from other countries also. Uh, so like we had a video call discussion over ideas. And the thing is that whatever we were building, that guy just came in the team and he discarded the whole idea. He said that this thing is already built, man. What are you doing new in this? And means he wanted this unique kind of thing to be implemented, and like and we were like, okay, so what do you say? So he was like unsure about anything. Then he said like, let me just Google something and get. So he started Googling things out, and after 4 or 5 days remaining, so this was an offline hackathon, by the way. So it was in Bangalore. So I went to Bangalore with a idea, with a fade idea. So like me, this man, the other is Supradeep. He's from Kolkata. So we had better understanding. We were the one who were previously building, and this software engineer guy. So we 3 of them joined, but the maximum people were 5. So we got another guy interested. So he was also a soft, like, working guy. So he was working from Bangalore or somewhere near area. So he came in the team. And the thing was that in the hackathon event, like everybody else was building the thing that they wanted to, and we were discussing what to build. So it was actually like we had got 3 days to build, as it was a big event. So like one day we completely thought about what to build. And like we had a protocol, this Mina protocol. And like, but Mina protocol, they have not built the documentation properly. I mean, also it is hard to build like zk snarks, these kind of things. So like we essentially wanted to build it, but then we couldn't. On the first day we couldn't make anything out of it. So then we went to this Polygon ID. So Polygon ID is also new, but essentially like it was like the second day I was working and these people were sleeping. So the third day, the final D day, what happened was I fell asleep because due to the working and yep,
Oh.
those things. And the network was not working because there were like 2,000 people on the same area, and like network was like hell. And on the first day, someone had hacked the internet. So that was crazy, very crazy. Like you go to an event and the internet gets hacked, and your mobile Wi-Fi also is not working properly, and then you got to build something. So yep, and the the accommodations near the hackathon, they are costly, so I prohibited going there. So yep, on the third day, what happened was 6 hours remaining and we built everything in 6 hours. Fortunately, we had built quite a good product. It's called ZK proof of degree, in
Oh,
which your medical and like any degree, medical engineering,
education.
so yep, so they can be turned into an NFT or an SBT. So yep, that was my journey of this year. Yep.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah,
The
great.
whole thing is, I find offline hackathons like you really struggle with internet and yeah these things. But great, you are having an offline one. Like you are having an online one. You can still eat like I am eating right now, and have the internet working as well, and like be in your own comfort zone while try to build the idea. So yeah, that was great. Uh,
Yeah, that is great story, Kamal. By the way, you can write blog on this. It's a whole long
you
story.
should.
So yeah. So yeah, any more questions or should we just close it? So I guess I'm not able to see any questions on the chat. And Bhavna, in the stream side, are you able to see any question or we can just close this?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, just
Okay, so
just
yeah,
before
that's
we
amazing.
close, I would like to share just one last thing. So yeah, winning is really great, but enjoying the hackathon is really important. And winning looks good in your resume, but making friends is good in your real life. So keep that in mind while you participate. Don't get disheartened if you do not win. What's
It
important is you have fun. Yeah.
The whole point
Uh,
was I joined the company. I in my resume I wrote in capital letters that hey I want 12, 13 hackathons. They did not care anything. They only cared about the repositories that I have built on GitHub, right?
Exactly.
So that was the whole thing. Like they did not care about any hackathon or any number of winning. They were only caring about projects and the complexity I've gone through in those projects, right? And like I cannot just uh, build an HTML page and then expect job, right? So I just because I went to many hackathons, I keep progressing. First idea was
Yeah.
literally very stupid, very small, but then it started getting complex. I started building more things in very less time. So yeah, builds up with experience. And it's
yeah.
not about winning, having fun is the main thing. We have a lot of
Exactly.
stories here. So there was a hackathon of 2 days, and till the last 4 hours, no one could build anything. Right? I had two front-end engineers, one back-end engineer. Everyone was like pro level, but they could not finish the idea. Right? In the last 4 hours, I built a literally very simple dialog flow Google action thing. Right? And we won. So you can pivot anytime. You can like just the whole thing is that you should be able to present your idea in a proof of concept manner. That's it. I mean, and everything's not winning though. Yeah. Have-
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll have a lot
Exactly,
of things.
Ayush. Yeah, so yeah,
Yes,
so before closing this, I just want to say if like we are having so many sessions, so you can just write blog whatever you are learning in this session, and don't forget to share this blog on Twitter and tag hashnode and hashtag SheBuilds. So yeah, top three winners will get hashnode t-shirt. And yeah, thank you so much, Haimantika and Ayush, for like coming and give your valuable time to us. And literally these tips are so amazing. And plus one to that thing, then winning is not a winning is
Yep.
not that compulsory. The enjoying of whole process and whole journey is very much good thing which you will experience and learn from it. So that's all, folks. So thank you so much to folks that are still tuning. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, and
there are
Kamal,
Twitter mentions here. You can like reach us out
yeah,
for
I just
Appwrite or Solana.
yeah, I just shared the Twitter of Haimantika and Ayush as well. Wait,
Hmm.
let me share it again. So,
So that you
and you
can
can,
always reach us out with respect to it. Yeah, sorry, carry on.
yeah, yeah, no worries. So you can also apply. If you're still not registered for our hackathon, you can just register for our hackathon as well. I'm just going to share the links. So yeah, these are the links of Twitter handles, and you can follow these two amazing folks and just gain more and more tips to message on them Twitter. So yeah, and yeah, that's it. And just going to share the link. If you have still not registered for the hackathon, so you can register for the hackathon. Like, our hackathon will start on 6th of January. So yeah, and we are coming with one new session tomorrow. So yeah, give me a second. I'm just going to share link. Yeah, so you can apply there, and just thank you so much. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so much
And
for.
we will come with another session tomorrow. So do join that as well and learn from it. And
Bye.
do share your
Thank you,
learnings on
Haimantika
Twitter.
and
Yeah,
Ayush. Bye
bye. Thank
bye.
you.
Bye.
Thanks everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Karan.
Thanks, team.